We're often told as therapists that we need good boundaries, good communication, we need to build rapport and have a strong therapeutic alliance. But how do we actually do that? Here are my top 5 tips to help you have better outcomes by building a good therapeutic alliance. The first one is develop rapport and trust. And trust will actually be a theme that comes across all the tips I'm about to share. But this starts with clarity about what you can offer, introducing yourself, letting them know what to expect. Do you want to see them weekly, fortnightly, monthly? Do you offer sessions, ad hoc? Being really clear about what you can offer, how you like to work, what therapeutic modalities you use, what assessment tools you might use, helps build trust and rapport. It doesn't mean you have to pretend to like football if they don't, if they like football, you don't have to pretend you like football or be really interested in a particular movie. You don't need to have all of those things to build trust and rapport. It's through clear communication and through clarity and through holding space for that person in a way that feels contained. The second one is developing empathy and understanding. Some of that is through the nonverbal cues that you might use through therapy. Some nods, some smiles, maybe leaning forward in your chair. And some of that is through overting some of the difficulties that person might have faced, even in coming to their first session. It can be really overwhelming for some people. They might have tried multiple therapists, or this could be their first time ever. Normalize that and validate that. Let them know it's really tough, or it can be really tough, and that you notice the effort that they're making. Third point is around effective communication, and that actually is kind of through all the points we're mentioning. Effective communication is talking about what you're doing, being clear. If you say you're going to send an email, send the email. If you're going to follow up with a medical practitioner or a psychiatrist, follow up. Being very articulate and clear about what you can do, how you're going to do it, is part of effective communication, which also builds trust. The fourth one is around collaboration. Now, this can be through the letters that you write. If you have to write to a general practitioner a review, letting the client know, hey, I've got to write a review to your doctor. This is what I'm going to include. Do you want to have a look at it? Should we write it together? I have to write a report for your employer because they're paying for you to come here through an employee assistance program. These are the things that we've talked about I have to include based on our contract with that employer. How would you like that to look? This is for an under 18. Hey, this is one of those times where we've discussed I need to reach out to your parents based on the concerns I have for your safety. I can either do that through an email and CC you in. I can call them on the phone and put it on speaker, or you can call them and I'll be here, but this is what we need to do. So being very clear about what you need to do at the third point, but also including them in that where possible. The fifth one is around maintaining professional boundaries. And this is being clear about what you offer and sticking to it. If you don't offer after hours appointments, don't offer after hours appointments. If you don't answer your phone in between sessions, let's say you only work on a Wednesday and you don't answer your phone on Thursdays, Fridays, etc., then don't answer your phone during those days. Being very clear about that and not pushing those boundaries. You might have some conditions in which you think, actually, if this is a crisis, I will do it. I will make an after hours appointment. But if your general rule isn't, then don't. And use that as part of your informed consent procedures. Talk about that in the initial appointments. Let them know, hey, I only work on Wednesdays. And so if you contact me on a Thursday or Friday, it could take me until next Wednesday to get back to you. I don't reply to emails during the week because I have another job or I'm at home with my kids or whatever. So non-urgent inquiries might take me a week, maybe even 2 weeks to get back to you. You need to call admin, or this is how you can reach out for support if you need it in between sessions. So having really good boundaries also means you need to communicate those, which all leads to building good trust and rapport.